Welcome to Project 308. My name is Trottier. That right there is my 1978 Ferrari 308 GTS that I'm restoring, rebuilding, a little bit of both, right in front of your eyes. If this is your first time here, welcome, and let's get into it. Project Puma right here actually needs a set of 14-inch tires just so we can move it around the shop. I'm like, well, I'm never going to use the 14-inch tires that are on the Ferrari because A, they're just too old. So we've taken the tires off the Ferrari and we've put them on the Puma so that we can roll Project Puma around. Now I know I've mentioned Project Puma many a time, and I am getting closer to producing a video on it. But I know all of you think I'm full of excuses. And I guess I kinda am. But one of these days I'm gonna surprise you because I'm getting close. Anyways, for those of you asking, what's Project Puma? Well, Project Puma is our EV conversion where we're taking an old Puma and we're converting it to 100% electric. But enough about Pumas and electric. Who cares about EV? We want gas guzzling goodness. For the last little bit, I've been trying to really button up the front end. Get all the fine details worked out with all the lights and whatnot. And if you remember from an earlier video, all this wiring was previously butchered. So I'm unbutchering it. I started out sourcing a couple of H4 bulb socket repair kits. Spent a few minutes figuring out which wire went where, and easy peasy lemon squeezy soldered them in and heat shrink the tubes.
Don't grab a hold of something with your bare fingers.
What's that, dude?
Spinning it up. So don't grab a hold of something that you may spin it up against the wire wheel.
Oh.
Grab it with your bare fingers.
Whoa.
Oh, that's smart, man. That's smart.
All of these 308s had voltage drop issues, and guess what? Mine is no different. Now that is right there on the diagram. That's where I'm testing right there. So the way this circuit works is that it's supplying 12 volts through the switch, which is over there. And then the switch is just grounding the path. So somehow I have a bad, like an intermittent rough connection somewhere between here and here. Gotta find that. I'm missing a bit of footage right now, but basically I've got two problems. I've got a voltage drop issue at the front, and I've got a relay that's acting up. The most obvious repair is to clean the ground point, which doesn't look like it's been touched in 25 years. Always look for the easiest answer, that's what I say, and cleaning all the ground points and connectors and new bulbs seems to be doing the trick. So let's move on. As you can see, I'm having a bit of problem with this driver's side headlight adjustment. At first, I thought it was the push rod length, but then I realized it was the stop. This stop limits the range of upper motion of the headlight assembly. I took it out when I was cleaning and painting. I guess I just didn't get it back in properly. Gotta drop it down a bit so the headlight can come up all the way that it needs to come up. Alright, I'm just trying to figure out which way this wiring, the headlight wiring goes. Doesn't seem to be any clear answer, so. Headlight wiring. Which way do you think it goes? I can't find any pictures on the internet.
Oh, you got a live one there.
I'm thinking through here, oh, let me pop the headlights. Yeah, let's see. I'm thinking through that bottom hole, and maybe up through one of those holes. But I wanted a second opinion.
You changed the plug?
Hey?
You changed the plug?
I did, yes.
Put it down?
You ready?
Yep.
Watch fingers.
Yep. Yeah, for the way the wire is bent, it looks to be correct. That's the way the wire is kinked in locations, yeah.
Oops, might not have it quite right yet. While we're on the subject of headlights, how do we change a headlight on an older 308? So, to change the bulb, you're going to take a screw out there, screw there, screw there, screw there. This lid is going to come off. I recommend disconnecting the battery because, you know what, I really don't want to lose a finger. And these headlight motors sometimes have a mind of their own. This surround is trapping the bulb if you still have a sealed beam in it. If you have converted to the newer H4 system, then this step is not necessary because you can just access the bulb right here once you take the top fascia piece off. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go like that. Put our bulb in. You gotta be pretty impressed considering I'm holding a camera in one hand and I'm doing this with the other. I think this deserves a round of applause. Well, that's the way you do it if you have an upgraded bulb assembly, but if you still have the original sealed beams, you gotta take that front fascia off, then you take 3 screws off on the ring, and then it turns counterclockwise, and there you go. So recently in the community tab on my YouTube site, I posted a picture of these Momos here and said, what do you think of them? Well, y'all have spoken very clearly, and it was a surprising, not surprising.
No, 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 no! No, 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 no! 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 No!
Terry, what did you think of these wheels, Terry?
Look better than the ones you had on there before.
Oh, what was that? Sorry, you might be getting in trouble here. Sorry.
Don't get in trouble.
No.
Look better than the ones that were on the car before.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
The other one looked like little toys that were on there.
So Terry actually doesn't mind them. Is that a firm I don't mind them? Okay. I did not buy these wheels. They came with the car, and I thought I'd try them on simply because I needed the tires, as I stated earlier. I needed to put the tires. I needed tires for this car, and I happen to have these ones upstairs. But thank you for letting me know how you feel. These will sit on the car temporarily, and they're for sale. So if you have to have a set of these Momo 16 inches, I got a set, because actually what I'm looking for are the 16-inch original ones as equipped on the newer QV models. Even a set of replicas from Superformance would suit the bill, and don't worry, they are not staying on the car. But thank you for responding so politely. Also, I've had several requests for the blue film, that protective film that I put on the car. Where did I get it from? Well, it's a Worth product, and their part number is 0818-77054, and comes in a roll like that. There you go, for those who've asked. Alright, I'm going to reconnect my battery. So I've turned off the camera at this point because I still have some very tedious adjusting to do. If you look right there, you can see the back of the headlight assembly is sitting a bit lower. The way Ferrari made this, there is at least a 1/4 inch of slop. I mean, you can move this thing all over the place. Getting it right is a task. Now, I'm not necessarily ready for the hood, but you know what? I just want to see how it looks. And what better time for a little photo shoot, eh? Moving to the rear of the car right now, I'm going to get the lighting system and everything functioning back there. I'm also going to clean up all the surface rust on the inside of the panels, and I'm going to remove this MSD system here because I won't be using that. I have no idea where that's from, who put that in, or why somebody thought that was an option, but it's coming out. Alright, so that is 3 processes. There's, well, 4 processes actually. There's the cleaning process, and then there's the metal prep process, and then I hit it with the Pour 15 paint. And that really cleans it up to the point where it looks reasonable. It's a rust treatment paint, but it kind of looks glossy, and you know, with all the debris over the years, when you look at that, right? It's just, there's no way to make that flat, and when you paint it, it just kind of looks like crap. So I really like the consistency that this high build underbody sealant gives me. You know, if you look at the rest of the car, I mean, mind you, the dust, it actually looks pretty consistent throughout. You can see that there's a previous repair there. And when we look over here, you can see that there's 2 previous repairs. There's that one right there, and there's that there. Now, I think that was just somebody's attempt to Euro the car at one point, Euro lights, but I've got to clean all that up, and this is actually the better side of the 2. And I'm about to put this bulb in everything. Now, if I look at this, the way the harness seems to go, once again, all this was out of it. It seems that at one point it was there, so I believe the bulb hangs down as opposed to going the other way. So my car didn't have any carpet down here, and I removed all the carpet through here, which I'll be replacing. So I'm not going to treat any of this because it's all fiberglass. That's fiberglass over there. That's metal. I've just treated the metal. Let's take a look at our light. There we go. Yeah, cool. Alright, so lots of detail work, boring kind of stuff. I'm about to start on the other side now, but I figure that's about enough for this video. Anyways, thanks for watching, and catch you at the next one. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, and liking, all of the above. Greatly appreciated.